Knock, knock. Who's there? Not George Zimmerman's defense.
Average Dude has something to say about...
Everybody, welcome back. I spoke last time on the George Zimmerman situation and his murder trial with Trayvon Martin after this entire year of doing this show and not talking about the situation at all for a number of reasons. The media coverage was awful. There were pro-Trayvon, pro-George, and nobody wanted to look at the, unfortunately, they didn't want to look at the dirty situations behind both individuals. And you can't do that. Impartiality is a big deal when you're dealing with a murder trial. If you want justice, you need to be willing to look at the good aspects and the bad for both parties involved. And that definitely did not happen with that whole... The fiasco's been awful. And it started off worse than I possibly could have imagined in the courtroom. Yeah, today's episode is the George Zimmerman knock-knock joke defense strategy episode. Come on! The prosecution was not screwing around. They immediately went for the 911 call and the whole, okay, we do not need you to do that. And they made it very clear that at that point, George was not, it was not with the approval of the police department. He was told no, and from that moment on, whatever happened, and I said this in the last episode, once the police tell you no, when the police department tells you no, it's no. Everything after that is stalking, and he was armed with a loaded weapon stalking. And of course, lo and behold, it ended up in the murder of a minor, which is a big deal. That's why he's on trial. The prosecution, I was really surprised. I honestly didn't think that they were going to have that. I really didn't think that they were going. They were trying to focus earlier about the recordings and all this other stuff that was supposedly going to be pivotal. No, they really hit that. They were not taking any chances. Can't say the same thing for Zimmerman's defense. Oh my goodness gracious. Don West, Zimmerman's defense attorney, he started off with this little talk about himself and his own past, which the judge sustained, like, whatever, just get on with it and get on with the trial. And so after he was done talking with himself, knock knock, who's there? George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman who? Aha, you're on the jury. Yeah, a knock-knock joke. A knock-knock joke. Are you kidding me, Don? Really? I didn't want to talk about the Zimmerman situation after the last episode. I didn't want to talk about it at all. Anybody who's ever followed this show of mine probably knew that I was going to do an episode on... come on, there's no way I could have possibly not talked about a knock-knock joke in a major murder trial. An opening statement, no less. Oh my God, Don. What's next? When the judge goes, order, order, what are you going to do, Donnie boy? Yeah, I'd like a double cheeseburger, large fries, and a diet soda. Come on. Oh. You know when you watch cartoons, and cartoons do those scenes where they have a courtroom scene, and it's so exaggerated and it looks ridiculous beyond belief, and you're thinking, yeah, that's just cartoons. It couldn't possibly be that cartoony in the real world. Yes! Unfortunately, it is that cartoony in the real world. You would think that a courtroom that there would be respect and there would be a proper way of no. It's that cartoony. Oh, God, and West, according to West, the problem must have been in his delivery. Oh, no delivery would have possibly worked, Donnie boy. Oh, how deluded does this attorney have to be? The problem was a joke, any joke. Not only is this a murder trial, it is a huge, high-profile, televised murder trial with a lot of internet news for every single second that goes by. And you gave a knock-knock joke at the beginning, Don? West, what were you thinking? From this, the internet exists. Televised. West, you will be forever known from this moment forward as the knock-knock lawyer. What were you thinking? What kind of career are you going to have after this? Who in the what kind of client is going to want to retain your services? Your strategy is to offer a knock-knock joke at a murder trial. What kind of law firm is going to want you around when that's your strategy? Oh, what kind of judges are ever going to take you seriously, West? This world never ceases to amaze me. Never ceases to amaze me. You've got to be... Yeah, knock-knock joke. They might as well appeal right now. It's going to happen. I mean, first of all, you have an all-female jury. And yes, I understand why. Basically, you have... Georgie wanted only jurors that would be... beneficial to him, and then of course the Trayvon Martin family, they're going to want people that are beneficial to prosecuting the hell out of Georgie Porgy Pudding Pie. So basically, the judge in the courtroom decided, well, neither of you are going to get your way, so here's an all-female jury, and there's a problem with that. Whether we like it or not, George, whether he agreed upon this jury, he's still legally entitled to a jury of his peers. There's going to be an appeal and proper grounds for it. So this is nothing more than a ridiculously exaggerated song and dance, and one that I am so tired of when it comes to courtrooms in this country. And then you move here, and I move here, and then I move here, and I move here, and we all know the step here, step here. We've seen it before. Oh. And now, George is more than likely going to say, no, Your Honor, this is unfair. My attorney is out of his mind. It's going to be appealed. That's all there is to it, everybody.